Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shrady and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Ultra League REMIX. That's cringe. Yes, I am very grateful for all of you staying tuned to watch this cringy nightmare of a channel. Also, I did post a new video on the gaming channel today of me playing Pokemon Fire Red, doing the Nuzlocke challenge with a randomizer mod equipped. So if you want to go and check that out, I'll leave a link in the description. Also, one in the top right. We're on the 4th episode, I believe. So there will be a playlist link in the description if you want to see the beginning of it. But I don't think it's necessary. You can watch any of the episodes in it. You'll get it. If you remember Pokemon Fire Red, you'll know what I'm doing. So either way, hope you enjoy it. Before we get into the video, I wanted to give a huge shout out to a couple of people who sent me some birthday gifts. Number one would be Shadow Leahy, who has been featured on the channel multiple times. He was able to send me this badass Great Ball, which of course, it's lovely. He also sent me a Pokeball keychain, which is currently on my keychain. And then he sent me a couple other things, like this, to forever remind me of that one time when I tried Seviper and it made me want to die. And then this, Frostlass. You know, the person I'm cheating on Scrafty with, apparently, according to Zappletinsky and RunningFroggy. And then he also sent me a badass Charizard, which I looked up, and it is a very cool looking badass card. So, very appreciative. Oh yeah, he also gave me like, I don't even know what these are, but they're like Pogs. Saying Pogs is probably showing my age, but I used to play with Pogs when I was, you know, a wee lad. So, very, very cool. Thank you very much, Shadow Leahy. And then one of my patrons, BJ Williams, give me a sec.
11 minutes later.
Sent me this, which is a design that he came up with. Basically like a Grateful Dead Scrafty. And he put it on canvas and put it in this super nice frame. It is awesome. It's so cool. I think I posted a picture of it on the community tab, but the picture doesn't do it justice because you can't tell how big it is. But now you can see next to me how big it is for reference. This thing is awesome. So huge shout out to both of you guys. I really do appreciate it. Like, that's actually insane. But yes, huge shout out to you guys. Seriously, thank you so much. I am not used to people sending me nice things, even on my birthday. I'm totally used to just having a very boring birthday where I ignore the fact that I'm getting older. So thank you guys. I really appreciate it. So yeah, without any further ado, roll the intro. Oh yeah, if you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like, and if you're new, subscribe. I would very much appreciate it. All right, roll the intro. Put it in the montage. Nice sack, bro. Professionalism. I love you all. Oh yes, we are talking about the Ultra League Remix, and we're going to be talking about this behemoth over here. So I am sure you guys have run into one of these many times in the Great League. It is kind of broken in the Great League. It's just as broken in the Ultra League Remix. I'm gonna be honest with you. It is kind of insane. I won't delve too far into the territory of, you know, like how I usually do, where I just complain about the game and how, you know, it's pay to win and how Niantic makes you grind in order to compete, and it's totally unfair because people under level 40 can't even build XL Pokemon. Not to mention, if you want to build one of these, I changed my mind. If you didn't do raids when they were out, then it's almost impossible. And the only way I was able to build one, by the way, I did 2 Defense Deoxys raids when they were in raids just recently, and obviously that's only 6 XL candies. The way I was able to build this was by using a phone rocker. That's right, I'm a goddamn cheater and I don't give a shit. Basically, Niantic is rewarding you for either 1, cheating, or 2, spending money. So I know I said I wasn't gonna complain, but I had to get it out of the way, okay? Now that I got a few dislikes and a lot of people in the comments being like,
Shrady complains too much.
Let's talk about the Ultra League Remix. They banned the top 20 Pokemon used by ace ranked trainers and above, which means now Galarian Stunfisk, Defense Deoxys, Jellicent, Steelix, Scrafty, Regirock, Abomasnow, Giratina Origin, Nidoqueen, Mandibuzz. It's mostly XL Pokemon. It's almost all XL Pokemon. So if you want to compete in this league and you're under level 40, to be honest, I would just recommend taking a break. I'm not saying it's impossible to win using a non-XL team. I'll definitely be featuring some battles this season in the Ultra League Remix featuring non-XL teams to help you guys out if you're not able to build XL teams. If you are not able to build an XL team, then you're probably going to be very mad when I switch to this screen over here. Yeah. I'm ashamed of myself. But yeah, I was able to catch a rank 1 Deoxys from Go Battle League rewards, and I was like, you know, I guess I'll spend a lot of time with it. Either way, let's go through the team. We have Scrafty in the lead with Counter, Power Up Punch, and Foul Play. Jellicent with Hex, Shadow Ball, and Buble BM. And then Defense Deoxys in the back with Counter, Psycho Boost, and Shraydee. Oh, god damn it. Oh, god damn it. It's been a while since I forgot to do this. It's been a while. Pretend that that was there the whole time. Alrighty, so let's get on into it. And also, if you use this team and you run into a Mandibuzz, you might want to top left. It's definitely a core breaker for this team. But as I told you in past videos, I'm not trying to grind to Legend this season, so I'm totally expecting to run into a lot of like non-XL teams because I'm only in like the 2500 range or something like that. But either way, this first battle was up against DJMimsey, so shout out to DJMimsey. I decided to, and this team is run like an ABB team, by the way, because both of your backline is weak to Dark and Ghost, and Scrafty can deal with both of those things. So we switch into the Jellicent, and he comes out with a Aeroblast machine. I can't remember what it's called. The Lugia, yeah, Lugia. And then okay, so I hit the button there, but the game is broken, so it decided not to throw it, but I wanted to throw it anyway, so I threw it at the Gengar. This is a crazy match here. There's so many switches left and right here. So DJMimsey is going to be throwing here. I lost count of how many Shadow Claws he had, so let's see. It is a Shadow Ball, which is still resisted, but he did a very nice job forcing a CMP tie there because I get less energy that way. And now he comes back in with the Moltres, and I fully expect to get Sky attacked here because, yeah, he was trying to, I can tell he was trying to, I'm assuming he was trying to bait out my Scrafty there to get it out of the way. So he was able to do that, but now I have a Defense Deoxys with full health, and yeah, let's see how he does. Coming in with the Defense Deoxys, and we're going to be probably shielding this up. Actually, no, I think I'd let this come through, because this is not enough for an overheat. Yeah, so it is just a Sky Attack. Does do quite a bit of damage, though. The Defense Deoxys, I mean, if you wouldn't have guessed, it is a defense-weighted Pokemon. Shocker, news flash, you know? So he does a very nice catch on his Lugia. Actually, I think I decided to throw that anyway, because I wouldn't have been able to farm down because counter is double resisted. So I do a very nice catch of my own. Nice Sack Bro. Put the nice Sack Bro meme up on the screen. And now I come back in with the Defense Deoxys, and I'm going to go for the Rock Slide first because it won't debuff me. If I go for 2 Psycho Boosts, the second one might not KO because it'll double debuff my attack. So I go for the Rock Slide first, so not to debuff my attack, and now I go for the Psycho Boost, and this should be enough to take out the Moltres. And baboosh, babing, bippity bop, GG's DJMimsey. Yas. Okie dokie then, into the next battle here. Once again, I want to give a huge shout out to my patrons for helping me out with this and just for supporting me in any way you possibly can, you know? Even if you don't support me monetarily, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. I know I say it a lot, and it's probably starting to sound like a meme at this point, but it's really not. I really, really do appreciate all of you guys for helping the channel do what it does, you know? Liking the videos, whatnot, heading on over to the gaming channel. All that kind of stuff really, really means a lot. All right, so we pick up a lead here up against a Roserade. Not a very good lead because Roserade has that sub-poison typing. He threw 4 Bullet Seeds, so I knew it wasn't a Leaf Storm. So that's why I called the first one. And now I'm going to decide to catch the third Weather Ball here onto my Defense Deoxys. And I should be able to farm down, but I might have to tank another Weather Ball here. So the counters are obviously resisted. Oops, sorry about that. Counters are resisted because of that poison typing, but that's fine. Defense Deoxys, and this is not even powered up all the way. It is a rank 1 though, so you know, like I said, that's why I decided to build it. And he comes in with a Magnezone. Okay, so that is rough. That is pretty rough because this Magnezone is going to be taking super effective damage here from the counters. And I decided to go for the Rock Slide as to not debuff myself just like before. Because if I debuff myself, then he probably will be able to farm up quite a bit. So he decides not to shield the second Rock Slide, and it doesn't even do that much. It is resisted, obviously. We're going to let this come through and then switch into the Scrafty here, and I don't know why I didn't throw right away. Could have just tried to snipe him with the Power Up Punch there, but instead I decided to come in, shield the Wild Charge, and go for the farm down. And what is in the back? It is a Gyarados, and I have 2 Foul Play, so I should be able to get both of these off here before I go down to Dragon Breaths. But after that, his Gyarados is going to have enough probably to take or land a crunch onto my Jellicent. I'm going to turn this up. It's not loud enough. All right, so now we come in with the Jellicent here. And I think I go ahead and I don't shield the crunch because I know I'll survive it. And I don't think he'll get to a second one. And because of that, he'll have to bait me with the... It's not going to happen. He's going to get Shadow Balled. So, unfortunately, XL Pokemon are pretty overpowered in the Ultra League Remix, which is no surprise because Niantic wants you to go out there and spend your entire life savings as well as your entire life grinding in order to compete. But I got a surprise. Alright, into the next battle here. This one is up against RunningFroggy, so shout out once again to RunningFroggy. He has also been featured on the channel numerous times, so picking up a terrible lead here in Shadow Machamp. We're going to be switching into the Jellicent here. We do have 2 responses to a fighter. That was how I designed the team. Obviously, Scrafty's going to be weak to fighting. So we decided not to shield the Rock Slide, and he comes in with a Galarian Stunfisk, but since he took a long time to switch out, I have a lot of energy here. A lot of energy. So we're going to... Yeah, this is fine. We should be able to get 2 Shadow Balls off before he gets to the first Earthquake. I do believe an Earthquake will KO since he landed that Rock Slide with his Shadow Machamp. We do sneak a Hex in, so that's good. I think sneaking that Hex in means I can get to this Bubble Beam before he gets to a Rock Slide, or before he farms down, whichever one. So I think this Bubble Beam doesn't KO. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. But I do get his shield, so very nice. I'm able to get a shield there. I think it would be very, very close, because I've been in that situation many times, and I've had people not shield that, and it didn't KO, so... but it does debuff his attack, which means I can tank this Earthquake without having to worry too much. So we tank the Earthquake, and we're going to be switching right away into the Defense Deoxys, and there's a Politoed in the back, and even without Thunderbolt, this is still a good matchup for Defense Deoxys. So again, we're just going to go straight Rock Slide here. There's no reason to debuff our attack. He decides not to shield the first one, which is fine. XL Politoed is also going to be very, very strong in this meta. So if you have one of those, or you feel like spending 500,000 Stardust, then get to spending, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so we decide to... I think I shielded once there. I wasn't really paying attention, if I'm being honest. We're going to go for another Rock Slide here, maybe getting a shield. No shield coming out. So this is it's a bit rough. It's a bit rough. I think I don't shield this, right? Unfortunately, it is a Weather Ball, and now I switch into the Scrafty here, and I'm able to snipe him before he gets to a move. And now he comes in with the Shadow Machamp. The reason I came in with the Scrafty, by the way, is because Scrafty can actually put up a fight up against Shadow Machamp, believe it or not. With those power-up punches, you can get your counters doing close to as much as Shadow Machamp's counters are doing to you, even though they're neutral. So we're going to go for another power-up punch, and there you go. You can see that he's not able to get to 2 cross chops in time, and I'm able to farm him down. So GG's RunningFroggy. Into the next battle up against RunningFroggy. I did do, I believe, 10 battles here with 5 different people. All right, so picking up a positive lead this time, we got to be very, very careful because our backline gets demolished by Gengar. He comes in with a Goodra, which is a spicy pick, and also, according to PvPoke's team builder, Goodra beats my whole team. Individually, anyway. So we're going to actually... I tried to catch there. I don't know if I was too late or the game stuttered. I had a lot of attempted catches in these sets where the game stuttered, and I hit the button, and it just didn't switch, so you'll love to see it. All right, so coming in with the Defense Deoxys here, because Defense Deoxys is... Maybe I should have came in with the Jellicent. Yeah, because Defense Deoxys can at least throw Psycho Boosts at Gengar. So yeah, I probably should have came in with the Jellicent, but that's okie dokie. So we're going to go for a Rock Slide, and that does basically nothing. And now we're going to let this Muddy Water come through. I do believe he got the debuff on the first one, and no debuff on the second one. I'm letting him do some Dragon Breath damage there to get my health a little bit lower. And I throw the Psycho Boost right away. I think I should have farmed up to 2. And that would have forced him to throw a Shadow Punch here. And now I come in and catch on the Scrafty here. This is most likely a Shadow Punch. So it is a Shadow Punch. And now let's see what's in the back. It is a Politoed. So I went for the Power Punch here. There would be merit to saying you should go for the Foul Play. But it just depends on whether you think they're going to shield or not. So I decided to let this go. I was just farming up to the Foul Play to force him to throw a Weather Ball before I got there. And now we have alignment, but I don't know if we can win this. Because he still has that Gengar in the back, and all I have is a Defense Deoxys, so I have to get shields. I actually have to get shields in order to win this. I'm going for the Shadow Ball, and if he decides not to shield this, then he knows that Gengar is his win con. Yeah, Gengar is definitely his win con, and I think I actually decide to shield this up in case it is an Earthquake, because that'll leave me with enough health to possibly deal with the Gengar, although Gengar is just going to do so much damage with those Shadow Claws. All right, so we let this come through, and let's see what it is. It is a Blizzard, so he's not running Earthquake, and now he comes back in with the Gengar, and I went for the Shadow Ball and then hit the Bubble Beam. Definitely should have gone for a Bubble Beam because I would have been able to get to 2. I come in with the Defense Deoxys, and I was like, I got this, dude. I got this. I'm going to win this. And then once I get up to this Psycho Boost right here, I was like, oh, yeah, he has a shield still. I didn't realize that. So now I go for the Psycho Boost, double debuffs my attack, which means he is very comfortable to farm me down and then Shadow Ball the absolute bejesus out of my Jellicent. So GG's RunningFroggy. Very, very nice. Very, 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 very nice. Okie dokie. Into these next battles. These were done up against Technician Grimm. So, Technician Grimm, is good. This is good. Alright, so Technician Grimm is also running a Defense Deoxys and catches on Amanda Buzz. This one is already a loss. I can tell you that already. This is a fat loss. Yeah, if you're going to be running into a lot of Amanda Buzzes, this is probably not the team for you. Probably not the team for you. So, just, you know, take this team with a big grain of salt, if you will. But this, I still think, shows the power of Defense Deoxys. I tried to prevent a Snarl there, but it did not work. Didn't work at all. So we're able to tank a Dark Pulse relatively comfortably. I decide to shield one of these up because if he lands a Dark Pulse, or if they land the Dark Pulse, they might be able to Snarl me down. So I'm going to shield, and then I was like, okay, maybe I'll get a shield here. And then Technician Grimm is like, I don't, no, no, I'm not going to shield that. That's, Mandibuzz too thick. Mandibuzz way too thick to care about no Rock Slide. So I'm going to let this come through. I feel like the only way I could win this is maybe double shielding the Defense Deoxys. Needed to win switch there. Needed to win switch, I'm pretty sure. Let's see what comes back in. Yeah, needed to win switch for sure. So I'm able to catch on the Jellicent, but does it really matter? Probably not. Rock Slide coming through, that does not very much. And there's a hard counter in the back. So yeah, not looking good. Not looking good at all. Probably could have shielded that to see, you know, maybe I go for the Shadow Ball, the Hail Mary, maybe they try to call it bait, but no, there's a shield, so that's a yeah. So I go for the Foul Play, and it's a CMP tie, so this is over. This was a very fat loss, and I shield a Shadow Punch, expecting a Sludge Bomb there, but nah. And then, again, to add further insult to injury, I decide that, well, I'm going to get hit by a Rock Slide here because Rock Slide still resisted. Psycho Boost is single resisted as well. I decide to bait. Again, kind of a Hail Mary, like maybe doesn't, you know, maybe shields this. No, not going to shield that either because even if it was a foul play, Defense Deoxys doesn't care. And then they just decide to farm me down. So, GG! Alright, TechGrimm, once again, I'm like a cattle back to the slaughter. This time picking up a positive lead. There's hope. There's hope. There's a glint of hope in Shrady's eyes. So this is just a Bubble Beam. So we're going to let this come through. No need to shield that. Jellicent does beat Scrafty to the charge move if they're going for the Bubble Beam. And then comes in with the Mandibuzz, and all is lost. All is lost. And then we get a bunch of lag. You love to see it. You actually don't, but I love to say that you love to see it because you don't love to see it. Okie dokie. I go for another power up. Why did I throw that power punch if I'm going to be switching out anyway? So this Mandibuzz is absolutely stacked on energy now. So we're going to be just we're just going to be we're going to be losing, I think. I think we're going to be losing. So Defense Deoxys and Mandibuzz tie to the first charge move, and then I believe Mandibuzz beats Defense Deoxys to the second move. But this particular Mandibuzz is running Dark Pulse, so I think that might be different. I think it might take 4 Snarls every time. So I played this the same exact way. I don't know why I thought it would play out any differently, because it clearly did not. Oh wait, yes it did. Okay, it did, because I had a health advantage in this matchup here. So Machamp comes in, and we do have a counter Machamp here in Jellicent. We're going to be double resisting all the fighting type attacks, only taking neutral from the Rock Slide. I'm going to let this come through. It won't do that much. It does quite a bit considering it's Jellicent. Jellicent's pretty tanky. And then they switch into their Jellicent. I'm going to be throwing this Shadow Ball and hoping to land it. I do land it, and now I got to catch, and I hit the switch timer, right? Oh, I counted wrong. I counted wrong. Wonderful. And I was like, this has to be a Bubble Beam, right? But no, it's a Shadow Ball. I counted wrong. So now it's now there's a shot on Machamp I got to deal with, and I go for the power punch. Shrady, you're not looking too good right now. You're making yourself out to be a fool. You're looking like a total idiot, and it's fine. It's fine. I'm used to it. Look, I've been beating myself up in my head for my entire life. So getting beat up in real life is no problem. We're going to be tanking these bubble beams. Machamp comes in, again going for the Hail Mary. Maybe they don't shield the foul play, but there's the shield. And now, yeah, I think maybe if I went... No, even if I went for the power punch, wouldn't have mattered. Wouldn't have mattered. Okay, so Technician Grimm found the core breaker to my team. Yes, I'm saying that was zero skill involved. It was only team composition. Shrady is the best player ever. Even I don't believe that statement. Okay, into the next battle here. Going up against Davexa. So let's take a look. Alright, so Politoed. My team does love to see Politoed. I'm pretty sure does Politoed win against Scrafty in the one shield? I don't even remember. But either way, we're going to be staying in this matchup just for a little while here. I'm going to be trying to catch the second Weather Ball on the Jellicent here, hoping to bait out the best possible Dark or Ghost type. We do bait out a Galarian Stunfisk, but before Davexa switched out, I was able to farm up to about a Shadow Ball. So with an energy lead, this is a pretty good matchup here for Jellicent. As we saw against RunningFroggy, I was able to land 2 Shadow Balls and then get a shield with the Bubble Beam. Although, like I said, I'm pretty sure a maxed out Hundo Galarian Stunfisk survives 2 Shadow Balls and barely survives 1 Bubble Beam. So, landing the second Shadow Ball once again, and we get to the Bubble Beam before he gets to a Rock Slide. So, this hopefully gets a shield. That's what I want, is to get a shield with that. Alright, so we do get a shield, and we could have switched out to catch there, but I'm just going to let this come through. We were able to, you know... Oh, no. Okay. He actually comes back in with the Politoed. All right, so this is fine. He's locked his Politoed in here. I'm going to be coming in with the Scrafty, I believe. No, Defense Deoxys? What do I do? What am I doing? All right, coming in with the Defense Deoxys. Look, Shrady knows what he's doing, okay? Don't question his methods of stuff. All right, so we are going to get beat down with a Blizzard, which is pretty unfortunate. It does a lot of damage there. Weather Ball is more energy efficient, but if you want to just try and do a lot of damage at once, going for Blizzard or Earthquake does have merit, especially if you think your opponent is just going to be thinking it's a Weather Ball, which I did. I thought that was going to be a Weather Ball. So landing the Rock Slide there, and we're getting a lot of lag, which is pretty unfortunate. I'm going to let this Weather Ball come through. It does not KO, but I don't think I'll be able to farm down with counters. He comes in with the Galarian Stunfisk, and for some reason I throw the Power Punch. I could have farmed down there, but I did forget how much the G-Fisk had energy-wise. And then he comes back into the Politoed. Now, the Politoed, I'm pretty sure, would have got to a Weather Ball if I didn't throw this. But I think this one made sense. But now I'm double boosted, and the last Pokemon is an Abomasnow. So, unfortunately, this Scrafty is going to go on an absolute rampage here. We have 2 shields. We're triple boosted. This is looking very rough for Davexa. So, I am going to shield this up here, because if it is an Energy Ball, I'm pretty sure it'll KO. And it is an Energy Ball, so... yeah, I think that was his only win con there, was to land an Energy Ball. So GG's Davexa. Also against Davexa. By the way, I'm just playing these in the order that I battled them in, so no specific order here. Well, I guess there is technically a specific... okay, anyway, picking up a lead against a Scrafty, and my Scrafty has 15 attack, so I will win the CMP tie here, which makes this a positive matchup for me. And then, all right. This one, I tried. All right, so I'm going to let this Power-Up Punch come through, and I'm going to catch the next Power-Up Punch on my Defense Deoxys. 1 and 5. And there it is. You see the stutter? There it is. And you saw me tapping on Defense Deoxys as well. I was very mad about that one. Very mad about that one, but that's fine. Now I switch into the Defense Deoxys, and now I'm just going to farm this Scrafty all the way down. I will definitely be shielding this up, because this is a double boosted Foul Play, which is going to do a lot of damage, a lot of super effective damage, and he comes in with a Drift Blame. So... This can go either way, but I have no shields, so I expect to lose this matchup, but I might be able to get a shield here with the Rock Slide. Alright, so Charge Move coming through, and it is an Icy Wind, so I think going for the Shadow Ball there would probably have come close to KOing, if not KO'd me. So now this Rock Slide is going to be coming through, and it's debuffed, obviously, and the counters are triple resisted here. So I'm actually just going to go for the Psycho Boost here, which may be a mistake, but hopefully I get a shield. I do get a shield, and now we stay in and let our Defense Deoxys go down. That is the goal, and if it does, oh, it's an Icy Wind, so I switch into the Scrafty and hope to get this foul play off before Davexa reacts and switches out. So I'm able to get the foul play off and snipe the Driftblim, and now the last Pokemon is, oh, it comes back into the Scrafty, and the last Pokemon is a Tangrowth. Okay, I barely get to the foul play. This is kind of necessary, to be honest, because my obviously Jellicent is going to have a tough time up against Tangrowth. But you're going to see here why I think XL Pokemon are kind of broken, because I come in with the Jellicent, and this Tangrowth has an energy lead also. So we're going to tank this Power Whip and should do a crap load of damage. No, doesn't really do that much considering it's a Power Whip. Stab Power Up coming from a Tangrowth. And now I go for the Shadow Ball, and this is going to be taking out the Tangrowth. So, yeah, it's a bit rough. Now, I will say in this video, I'm clearly running a full XL team and also complaining about the XL system as I do it. And I know that's super hypocritical and ironic, and yeah, that's kind of the point, to be honest. All right, into the next battle. This one is up against ClaptonCaveman. Somebody else who has been featured on the channel multiple times, the one and only Spice Legend. All right, so we're picking up a positive lead here, getting a bunch of lag, unfortunately. I'm trying to throw this power-up punch at the same time he gets to a close combat, expecting maybe he'll go for a close combat and then switch out, but he actually decides to just build up to the close combat and then switch into his Shadow Machamp. So this is fine. We're going to be coming in with the Defense Deoxys here, and the only reason I knew this was a payback is because he submitted battles to me seasons and seasons ago with the Shadow Machamp in the Ultra League running payback. So I'm very sorry, Clapton. I kind of cheated by knowing that you had payback on your Machamp, because I don't think I would normally shield that. Normally, I'd probably let that go. But he also farmed up to a payback. So, you know, take that for what it is. All right, so we're going for another Rock Slide. We get both shields there, and I think this is actually worth a shield. Honestly, just to see how Defense Deoxys can do up against ClaptonCaveman's team. So we're going to farm this thing all the way down, and now I expect the Berserker to come back in, so I actually switch directly into the Scrafty and go for the Power Punch. This won't KO, but this is going to get him very low, so he'll have to switch out or throw something. He comes in with an Armored Mewtwo, and I will be able to get to this foul play before he gets to the Dynamic Punch. Dynamic Punch is definitely going to be taking me out here because I take super effective. But that boosted foul play did a lot of damage considering it's an Armored Mewtwo who is a very tanky Pokemon. So Dynamic Punch takes me out, and I know that the Berserker has a charge move, so I have to be careful of that. But I'm pretty sure both of my Pokemon will survive a foul play. And I hit the Defense Deoxys button there, but it didn't let me switch into the Defense Deoxys. So I guess we're going in with Jellicent, which is fine, I guess. So either way. And now I switch into Defense Deoxys, and I'm just going to be attempting to farm down. He comes in with a Berserker, and again, we're going to see how broken the XL Pokemon are. Here comes a foul play. And I know Berserker is also an XL Pokemon, but just these tanky XL Pokemon, like Mandibuzz, Defense Deoxys, Jellicent, it's just, they're so annoying to deal with. And obviously Umbreon, we all know about Umbreon, so just very, very annoying to deal with. So GG's ClaptonCaveman into the next battle. This will be the last battle of the video. So if you went on to enjoy the content, I would appreciate it if you left a like, and if you're new, subscribe as long as you enjoy the content. I really appreciate y'all stopping by. All right, so into the battle here, we pick up a negative lead. I'm up against an Altaria. I switch into the Jellicent here. Altaria still has a positive matchup here up against Jellicent, but he switches into the Kingler, and he told me afterwards it was a misclick. So unfortunately, this is a good matchup for Jellicent here because I can resist everything. The X-Scissor is resisted because of our Ghost typing, and the Crabhammer is resisted because of our Water typing. And unfortunately for Clapton, he does not get the Crabhammer boost. And yeah, Kingler hits very hard, by the way. So seeing those Crabhammers, like those resisted Crabhammers, do almost nothing to my Jellicent, it's like, damn, you know, really? But yeah, he said he meant to come in with the Seeking. So he has an XL level 51, I believe, level 51 Seeking. Yeah, it is level 51, and it is a hundo. So ClaptonCaveman on the grind for that Seeking. So we're going to be going for the Shadow Ball. We get a shield, and we had a lot of energy there because of that Kingler fiasco that happened. So I'm going to let this come through. Icy Wind is resisted. Drill Run takes me out. We're going to come back in with the Scrafty here. And I could be getting debuffed here, but that's fine. My Defense Deoxys is probably going to carry me through this to victory. Now, just like in the Great League, this matchup here is still positive for Altaria, even though the Rock Slide does super effective damage, because the Dragon Breath damage is absolutely insane. Dragon Breath is just, it's a fast move beatdown every time you go up against someone with Dragon Breath. So I shield this up because he does have enough for a Moonblast, but it is a Sky attack. and we're going to go for another Rock Slide here. This hopefully should be getting the shield. I don't want to debuff myself with Psycho Boost because I still need to land a Rock Slide to take out the Altaria. A Psycho Boost will not do it from this point. So I decided to shield this one, and I'm expecting to switch into the Sea King, and there it is. And now I stayed in for a bit too long there. I'm not exactly sure what I was doing. I throw the Power Up Punch. Questionable decision. Not sure why I did that, and I don't hit any bubbles. And then I farmed down. I thought he was going to get to a charge move there, which I was fine with. Now he comes in with the Altaria, and he is forced to throw the Sky Attack because that Foul Play would have been taking him out. And he got there right before I got to the Foul Play, but I do have a Rock Slide loaded on the Defense Deoxys, and this is going to be taking out the XL Hundo level 50, probably level 50 Altaria. I'm assuming he had the best buddy Remnant on the Sea King there. So G to the G to the G. Thank you all for stopping by, and thank you so much to my patrons for helping me do these battles. I really do appreciate it. Getting these videos out in time for the leagues to change is kind of stressful sometimes, so I apologize for kind of being absent from the Discord every now and again. I get kind of bogged down with work, and then I just get lost in it. So, and yeah, we'll be posting a new episode of the Fire Red Nuzlocke Challenge today on the gaming channel. So if you want to go and check that out, I'll leave a link in the description. So thank you guys for stopping by. I really do appreciate y'all, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy. Shout out to my patrons: Billy Bravebird, RunningFroggy, The North Star, Doug J. Dempsey, Ryan Borowski, Cleric, Dave Adamson, Draco Bound, Kenneth Allen Reed, DJMimsey, ClaptonCaveman, King Edward, NZ TechGrimm, Austin Gustovic, Darkstone, Moach, Mr. Cookout, Brandon, Kodiak Jenkins, Vintage Kish, Kitty Sophie, Kit Gulak, Edward O'Neill, Senor Stacks, Grizzinator, Winterfang, Infamous One, Trey, Brand Dixon, Daniel Timms, Ray Rafik, Braden Seidel, Ankle Weights, Insubin, Mav Smith, Stashu, and Madhouse 655321.